Okay, we're still missing somebody. We're actually missing two people, but I know where one is. Pam had her surgery.
Yes.
She's doing good. She's doing good. Although she got fancy, apparently they actually had like the remote robot surgery. Yeah, but she's doing good. Was not cancer, so she's doing well. Yes.
One other person who is signed up and not here has to be out of town this week, but will be back.
Excellent. Okay, so now we know where we're at. Okay, excellent. So, I wear this mask because I am currently taking care of 2 cancer patients at home. So, I ask that if you are feeling bad, let me know. If you are feeling bad, I ask, don't come in. Okay? I tape these classes for you so that you will not lose anything. I put them on video and I can send them to you. If you are missing classes from last time around, they are coming. I just finished them. Life gets a little crazy because I have 2 cancer patients at my house. That's all I ask of you, and that's why I'm wearing this. Okay? So, this is beginning drawing, which means we're starting at the basics. So, we good? All right. So, what we have is newsprint. Okay? This is really bad paper, but it's really good to start out with. This is good for experimenting, but you're not going to be doing a master piece on it, okay? But we are going to be experimenting with all kinds of stuff, okay? So, the other thing that we have is we have our pencils, right? Go ahead and get them out. Now, our pencils. They have numbers on them, right? Actually, since I'm all the way up here, I'm going to go ahead and take my mask off so I can speak a little clearer without having to fight through. Our pencils. They've got numbers on them, and they've got letters. So, what are some of the numbers and letters?
B.
2B, HB, HB, and B. You have a B? So, our pencils are actually made of graphite. Okay? They are graphite, which is different than charcoal. Charcoal is actually made from wood that has been actually fired in a low oxygen atmosphere. Okay? So it is actually made from wood. Graphite is actually a material, okay? And it is compressed down with almost like a clay, okay? Hang on. Right.
We were at the coffee shop right before this.
Oh.
Double mocha.
It happens.
What happens when you have mocha after 11 p.m., 11 a.m.?
All I need is one more cup of coffee and I'm good. Okay. So you have graphite that has been squeezed down and mixed with a clay-like material. So when you have a softer clay, that gives you more graphite, gives you a softer pencil, gives you a darker pencil. Okay? Now, HB is the equivalent of basically the yellow pencil that you use almost every day on your desk. Okay? It gives you an idea of what it's like. Okay? So that gives you an idea of the hardness. Now, so you have HB. I'm going to have to look at my box here. Boy, my coffee is good today. I don't know if she put an extra shot in there or something, but boy, I am buzzing well. Okay. Okay, so HBs. I can't even remember which way Daniel, which way does the scale goes?
H is hard, B is soft.
Thank you. Okay.
HB right in the middle. So H, the higher the H number, so H8 is the hardest, lightest line. And
B's?
6B is the softest, darkest line.
Actually, I
Or
found it 8 and 8 the other day. Okay, did you guys catch that? Say that again.
Here, right up here.
HB is your middle range. Okay. Does that make sense?
Yeah, so you mean when the numbers get larger, they get softer or harder?
Yes.
Yeah. So there, HB is the middle. So it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 towards the harder end, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 towards the softer end.
And soft means what?
So the darker.
And you don't have to push it as much either
You don't have to push it as much.
to see it.
And it also has a different texture.
Yeah.
And so I only, so.
Grainier.
So I only have, the number and then the letter B, right? So are there two H's? And I see, or 3 H's?
Yeah, you can buy them.
That
You
is
can
such
buy
a thing?
H.
Yeah,
You can
okay.
buy H in the house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Now in charcoal is a little different. Charcoal you can get in chunks, chunk charcoal, and that is basically medium, soft, and hard. Hard, medium, and soft. Okay? You get like three levels. And that's basically it.
What'd you say about the charcoal?
Charcoal, you basically get hard, medium, and soft.
So you buy it that way?
Yeah, you get no numbers. It's basically hard, medium, and soft.
With my charcoal, it says 70/10 on all 3 of them.
That's the chunk charcoal?
I'm getting it.
Yeah, so these are,
See, mine do say all soft.
Those are pencils. So that's a little bit different.
Got it.
Okay, you got fancy. Okay.
So when you say a pencil is hard, that means it has a lighter line?
Yeah. So this is my chunk. I've had this for a long time and it is really soft. Yeah. It gets really dirty really fast. Really accepted the fact that when I want to get, yeah. Okay, now. Okay, some other fancy toys you can find. These guys. These are actually all pencil. There is no wood. This is all graphite pencil. These are really fun to use.
Hold it still.
There is just a little plastic coating on the outside of it that you can peel back, okay? But you can actually draw with the whole side of it. You can lay it down on your paper and just move it around to make really big, bold strokes with this. Okay, got it? Yeah.
So does that kind of pencil also come in the range of soft
Mhm.
mark?
Yep, I got it.
I see.
They don't have as many variety though.
No, this is kind of something new.
You've got 2 or 3 on both sides.
Yeah, it's not as popular.
What would you call that?
They're just woodless pencils. And then these are also a variety of woodless pencils that you can sometimes find. I don't know what they're called. It actually
Hold
came in a
still.
set of like, some of those little fancy sets you can find at Christmas. Somebody buys them for me sometimes. There's like all kinds of, there's different hardnesses and stuff, and these are also really fun to play with. Find something to do. Especially something special. You can lay these down, make really nice big broad strokes. And then there's the edges, so you can make really nice sharp, you know what I'm trying to say. Yeah, really sharp strokes, very pointed things. But these are also really fun to play with. It's the same thing, it's all just graphite to play with. Okay? So just more stuff that you can actually look for and actually expand what you can actually make a stroke with, make a mark on your paper. Okay? It's more things to play with when you really get into your drawings. Okay? So just kind of always look. The strangest place I found stuff was like Sam's for like really great prices. I'd find like kits, the dollar store,
Office Depot.
yeah, just strangest, when you just walk around and start looking for things, you'll find like little drawing kits for like $2 for, and you open it up and look and it's got like a full like special drawing set and I'm like, oh, I need to do some pencils, I'm pretty sure I do. Okay, so always keep your eyes open. You never can tell what you're gonna find that's like special and fun and just something to make marks with. Okay, so now that we've talked about making marks, let's make marks. So flip open your paper. I need just one more cup of coffee.
Yeah, you don't really understand the definition of hold still, do you?
Hey, I'm in my box.
The product.
Holding the product still?
Yeah,
What?
I
You're
was-
supposed to be the focus puller here.
I was zoomed in, I'm like,
Okay.
looks like a J.J. Abrams movie.
There you go.
Big breath in, big breath out. We're having fun now. The thing about drawing that's different than working with color is that when we draw, we only work with value, which is the light and dark of something. We don't work with color, we only work with the light and dark. So, what we're going to do, the first thing we're going to do is I want you to draw a line, 2 lines. I want you to make a long one of those
With pen and pencil.
with a pencil. And then I want you to break it into little boxes for me.
So like this.
Now, don't make it all the way across. Just a little strip down one side. Okay?
How many lines do we need?
However many you want. Because we're going to leave the top one white and the very bottom one, I want you to color it in as dark as you can. Because we're going to make a value scale. So if this one is white, then I want you to make this one just a little bit darker than white. This one a little bit darker than that one. This one a little bit darker. Until it blends down to the black one. It looks light, right. So when you're drawing, you have to understand that as you're trying to make the decisions on what value is on your drawing, you have to make sure that you have the value next to it correct before you decide whether this value is correct. So if you're starting out with a complete white sheet of paper, how do you know that the mark you are making is correct? Okay? So, as we're drawing, you always have to understand that white, the whitest spot on your image is the paper. There is nothing whiter than your paper. Everything else will have to have a mark on it in order for the darks to be dark. Okay? Does that make sense at this point? Okay. So, now, what I want you to do, we're going to do a little bit of practice. So, we've got a couple, I've asked you to get a couple of different pencils with a couple of different hardnesses. So what I want you to do at this point, we've got a couple of people who are finishing up with their scale here. So what I want you to do is grab your pencils, and I want you to go ahead and I want you to do a shading exercise for me. So I want you to start out really light at the top, and I want you to start, and I want you to don't leave pencil marks. I want it all nice and smooth. Okay, I don't want to see. Okay, shade all the way down. Get darker and darker and darker towards the bottom of your page. Okay, give me a couple with different pencil hardnesses. And then I want you to label them so that you know what each pencil is. Okay? And then I want you to tell me how they feel. How are they different?
Okay,
Okay?
so you just do like
Just-
whatever shapes
yes.
or.
Yes, just a couple strips, just to get the feel of a couple of different, of the hardnesses of the pencils. And the textures too. Now, this is, while you're tempted to say this is a pencil, therefore it's a writing implement, it is no longer a writing implement. This is a tool. Therefore, we do not hold them like a pencil. You're not writing. They are now a tool. We hold them like this. There we go. That's good. Yep. Okay. This gives us more control of them. Give it a shot. Okay? Go for it. It's getting smaller and smaller. I think I want to say I got this at Art Coop when it was still over in the middle of town. Yeah, I've had this a long time. This is one of my new favorite erasers, and it is a black eraser. Yep, here you go. Pass that thing around. I did find that at Art Coop. That is one of the best erasers I've found for almost everything I've got going on. Yeah, it erases not only graphite but also charcoal. Does not leave a mark on your paper. It is really, really nice. No, it just says black on it. Yeah, I found it at Art Coop. It's really nice. Yeah. Found it by accident. I saw one here.
I think they have them at
University.
Michael's too.
Huh?
I think they have them at Michael's too.
Do they have them at Michael's
I'm
too?
pretty sure.
Okay. Okay. Guess what? We are halfway through our first class. So everyone stand up, give a stretch. There is a water fountain and a bathroom right outside the door.
Where I got this. Is it a Brunswick? Yeah. Oh, old, very old. Boxes in her attic. From Bell. Just in case. I'm hoping out, and I have all my art. That's nice. Hey, you like TV too, so. And you like TV? I feel like seeing TV bored on TV.
Okay, guys ready? So, we are now going to take a flat shape. We are going to make it three-dimensional. Dun, dun, dun. So, we are going to take a circle. Ta-da! We are going to turn it into a ball. Okay? And we do this with shading. Shading is simple. We've already done that, haven't we? Okay? So, all we need to do is establish where our light is. And once we establish where our light is, then we know where the shadow goes. Okay? Because once we know where the light is, the shadow is on the opposite direction. So, consensus vote. Which direction is the light coming from? Left or the right?
Right.
Right? Right. I've got two rights.
Okay, we'll do right.
Two rights. Okay? Okay. So the light is coming from this direction.
That's the left.
That's the left? No. My left or your right? Okay.
You've all passed the quiz.
All right, so light's coming from this direction. So we've got a light spot here where the light is hitting it. So that means that this is going to be our shadow side. So this is where everything will get darker. And from here, that is where our shadow is cast from our ball. Now, our shadow will actually be, even though it's flattened, right, because it's on the table, it's actually going to kind of follow the shape of the ball. So it's going to be kind of this kind of smooshed out shape, okay? Smooshed out ball shape. Okay?
That's a technical term.
That is a technical term, yeah. Okay?
So for the shade,
Smooshed.
for the shade or the shadow, would it be darker than the shade on the bottom of the ball or the same-ish?
Well.
That is the question, isn't it? It depends on if you are dealing with lost and found edges, which means that you don't care if you actually see where the ball is. Now, if we actually had a ball in front of us with light shining on it where we could actually, you know, really look and see everything that was there, then we could actually observe all of our details. But at this point, we're just trying to actually get us a good ball shape. Okay, so at this point, we could find like a reflected shadow, because if we have a really strong light on a white surface, you could get a reflected white up here. So if you had something that you were looking at, you could look for that. So you might get like a reflected light going on. You might have like a really dark area here, and then a light area here, and then it would get darker again here. Just kind of depends on your object. Okay? Also, if you have a fuzzy ball, like a tennis ball, okay, as it goes across, your shadows would not be sharp, it would be fuzzy. Okay? So it depends on what the surface of your ball is going to be as you're drawing it. If it's a hard ball, it'll be different. Okay?
So these are all up to you as you're making up your image that you're working on. We're going to kind of do this from your own mind. Use your imagination for tonight. Let's see what you can do. Make your ball as big or as large as you want. Do not make it itty bitty. I want to be able to see some details. Yes, over in the corner. Okay, any questions? If you're having some trouble kind of dealing with this, you can get out your phone and pull up an image of a ball and work with that. But let's see if you can engage your imagination and give me something good. Go for it.